Hi boys and girls, today we're going to learn about singular and plural nouns. The word singular sounds like single. It means one. A singular noun names one person, one place, one thing, or one idea. For example, one student, one key, one wish, one day, one rabbit, or one bush. Plural means more than one. A plural noun names more than one noun. Most commonly, they're formed by adding s or es, but there are a few different rules for spelling plural nouns depending on their singular spelling. Here are those same singular spelling nouns, and here are the plural spellings of those nouns. These nouns just add s or es. When making a word plural, how do we know how to spell it? Well, it depends on the spelling of the singular word. There are 7 rules we can follow to help us spell plural nouns. Let's check out the rules. Rule number 1 is one of the most common rules where we just add s to most nouns, like cats, dogs, lamps, and desks. Another common rule is adding es to make nouns plural. We do this when those nouns end in the letters S, X, CH, or SH. Let's take a look at these examples. The noun bus ends with S, so we're going to add ES to that word. The word tax ends with X. Again, we're going to add ES. Bench and dish end in CH and SH. So we will add ES to those words. So any words that end in S, X, CH, SH are most commonly going to have an ES to make them plural. Rule number 3, and this is my favorite rule, change the Y to an I and add ES to make nouns plural that end with a consonant and a Y. For example, the noun lady ends with a consonant and a Y. The letter D is a consonant plus Y. So we change the Y to an I and add ES to form ladies. Fry ends with RY, a consonant and Y. So we change that Y to an I and add ES. Remember that this rule does not work for words that end with a vowel and then Y. For example, the word toy ends with OY. O is a vowel, so we just add S. It would be incorrect, as you see on the screen here, to spell it T-O-I-E-S. That just looks silly. Remember the caca in the diaper trick that I taught you? I want you to remember that we talked about when a baby has a caca in its diaper, what do we have to do? We have to change it. So when there is a caca consonant before the Y, we have to change the Y to an I and add ES. Rule number 4, if a noun ends in F or FE, we're going to change it to VES when we make it plural. For example, calf. If we have more than one calf, we have calves. We change the F to a V and add ES. Knife. When we have more than one knife, we have knives. We change the F to a V and add ES. Rule number 5, nouns that end in a vowel followed by O, just add S. When nouns end in a consonant followed by O, we sometimes add S or ES when we make it plural. Sometimes we just have to try the what looks right strategy. Write it down, see if it looks right. If not, you can always check a dictionary or a word processing program like Microsoft Word to check your spelling. So for example, the word kangaroo ends in O. So you just add S because there's an OO. There's a vowel followed by O. The word potato ends in a consonant and O. This one we're going to add ES to make plural. Rule number 6. Some nouns become a whole new word when we make them plural. Like man. Man becomes men when there's more than one. Or goose becomes geese when there's more than one. Lastly, rule number 7, some nouns do not change at all when we make them plural, like sheep. We have a sheep grazing in the field, or we have several sheep grazing in the field. Deer. I spotted 1 deer in my backyard, or I spotted 6 deer in my backyard. Either way, singular or plural, those words stay the same. Okay, now we're going to do some practice. Get out your homework sheet with the plural spelling chart on it. Click pause if you need to go and get it. You will need to click pause at each set of 5 so that you have some time to complete each number before seeing if you are correct. Look at each word. Identify the rule that it follows and write the correct spelling. Again, I will display the answers after this slide, so pause now and resume when you are ready. Here are the correct spellings. Here's the second set of 5. Go ahead and click pause now so you have some time to write the correct spelling of each word. And the correct answers are and we're going to do one more. Click pause now so that you have time to write the correct spellings before you see the answers. Correct answers are how'd you do? Okay, now we have one more assignment. This is called the Choose 2 assignment. I would like you to choose 2 roles and come up with 4 to 6 words for each role, but they cannot be words that you've seen in this video. Then I want you to write a rhyming word next to each. The rhyming word does not have to follow the spelling pattern. For example, I chose rule number 4. A word that follows rule number 4 is the word knife, which then changes to knives. A word that rhymes with knives is wives. A word that also follows rule number 4 is shelf, which changes to shelves. A word that rhymes with shelves is elves. Once you've finished your Choose 2 assignment, make sure you put that paper back in your folder so that it goes into your backpack and comes back to school tomorrow because we're going to do some work with it.